Hi, welcome to 11th episode of Introduction to Java Programming. In this episode, we'll talk about if conditions. So what is an if condition? An if statement is a programming conditional statement that, if provided true, proved true, performs a function or display information. So if it's true, then it performs that block of code, otherwise it will skip it. So let's look at the normal flow of the program. So normally what we do is it start from the top, it execute the first line. Like if we look at this code, so integer a is equal to 75, then it prints the value of a, then it print the hello, and then this program ends. That's how the flow is displayed here. So first it initialize a, then it print the values, then it print hello world. It's a straight line, so it's moved from top to bottom. What if we want to create different branches based on the condition? We want to deviate, if we want to do a detour. For that we will use if condition. Look at on another example here. So we can see we start with a is equal to 75, then we check the condition, and based on the condition, if it's true we print greater, if it's false we print smaller. uh, can you see here the difference, that how we created a branch and alternative flow based on the condition. So wherever there is a condition, we create alternative flows, and then these both flow then merge back to the same point, and then this program ends. Whereas in the previous example we were going into single direction and we ended, no branching, no nothing, no detour. But here, based on this condition, we have two paths, and then after printing this message these paths unite. So let's try to code this thing. So let's run this program. Here's 75, then it print hello. So let's look at the condition we want to code. So this is the condition. We initialize a with 75. A is greater than 50. What happens is it will execute whatever is between this and this line. So this is a starting bracket and this is an ending bracket. So whatever is inside that will be executed. So this is if block. So we'll print here greater. Okay, and what if it's not true? Then we want an else condition. So either this part will execute or this part will execute. So we're saying either it's greater than 50, or that's it, and then we will print here the hello message. So here is either if we go to this branch of code or this branch of code, but we'll unite here. If we look at here, so either we go this way or this way, and then we unite at hello. Here we can see it. Okay, so let's run it and see what is the output. So it's greater, obviously a has a 75, and that's why it's printed here. That's pretty simple. Where we want to create the branch, we will do this. Okay, another important thing, here we use this greater than sign. This is actually a comparison operator, right? Or we can call them uh, a relational operator as well. So if you remember, we were talking about operators, so a couple of operators we just missed, so let's look at them. So relational operator has a bigger type, so it contains two subtype. One is comparison operator. Comparison operator is greater than, if you want to check, if you want to check less than, or if you want to check greater than and equal to, or less than and equal to. So these are all comparison operators. They are comparing value greater than or less than. And then there is equality operator, where we want to check if two operands or two values are equal, so that's done by double equal. And if we want to check if they are not equal, so we do with this sign, this exclamation sign equal to, which is not equal to. So that's where how we compare things. Here I am comparing, if it's greater than 50 it will fall in this branch, otherwise it will fail in this branch or go to this branch, here, this or this. Okay, so let's look at a bit complex example where we start with the program and we check if the value is greater than equal to 90. So if that's true, we print the value 90s and then we straight go to hello. Otherwise, if it's false, we go in this direction because we want to have multiple conditions. But as soon as any one of them is true, we just go straight to the print hello and we don't proceed further. And if this fails, then we go to this and that. You can see here if it's a is greater than 90, then if true here, otherwise here. If it's not true, then here, and eventually we have print below 70, which is an else condition. Otherwise we don't care and we want to go straight to hello and then we want to end this program. So let's write this program and then we will understand. If condition, here we are using greater than and equal sign, so this is a comparison operator. Okay, and we want to check another condition with this condition, else if, okay, and print, and then we want to check another condition, 970s, okay, otherwise below 70s. So one of the condition will be true. It cannot be like it cannot execute all the condition. There is the choice and we have to choose between one. That's based on this. Okay, so let's now run this program. So it prints 70s and hello as we expected. Let's write it 95. So it will go to the first condition and then jump directly. So it comes to the first line. Now it went to the second line. So A got 95, so it's really greater than or equal to 95. It will print this value and then it will skip all the rest of the value and goes to the end, and then it will print it and then the program will end. The value, if we set 80, now let's try again. So first it initialize A with 80. It check if this condition is true. It's not, then it will check the next condition. As one as any one of the condition is true, it will then skip all the rest of the comparison and directly go back to where it's merging. So at print 80 and then it skip the 70 and this part, and that's how it prints the value and the program ends. So don't worry about this debugging thing. I'm just doing this to explain how code is running. Okay, so let's move to the next. So I hope that this is pretty much understandable. Let's look at another condition here. So here this program starts. It print a is equal to 15. It prints the value. So let me show you here. So it start the program. It check if the value is an odd number. It prints it, and then it want to check if it's a multiple of 5. It prints it, then come back. So in this case, there are multiple conditions we want to be true. It's not the choice like either this or that or that. It's if it is, then print it. If it is also this value, then print it. If it's also this condition, then print it. If it's also this condition, then print it. And then finally it merges here. So all, if it's true, print, not go back to the second condition. Even the printing then come back, so it merged back to the same flow. So let's write this program. Let's initialize this value with 50 and we want to check if. This means that if a is an odd number but we know even number, so we will do it not equal to. We know that this operator is a modulus operator. It gives us the remainder. So if it's an even number, then 2 will fully divide it and the remainder would be 0. So if it's not 0, then it means it's an odd number. Okay, and instead of else we want to check because we want to check multiple condition, not in comparison, but they can all be true at the same time. So if this is an odd number, so if we want to check if it's so if we divide this number with 5 and the value is 0, that means it's multiple of 5. So similarly, we want to check if it is divisible by 3, which means that the remainder should be 0, 3. Okay. And if we want to check if it's the number is greater than 10, so let's print this value as well. Now you can see that we haven't put here else. Else means only one condition will be true, and here any condition would be true, or all of the condition could be true. But in if else situation, if the first is true, then it won't check the rest of the condition. Okay, so let's run this program. Okay, so it is printing odd, it is printing multiple of 5, it's printing divisible by 3, it's printing greater. So the number 15 fulfill all these conditions. So let's do 25. Let's try with 25. So let's run this program. Okay, it's 25 is an odd number, it's multiple of 5, but it's not divisible by 3. Like exactly we want to fully divide this, but it's not divisible by 3. So I hope you understand these condition. So I will recap this. So when we have to create the flow, we just use if condition, the true part and the false part. Um, and we can nest different condition. If one condition is false, then try another condition. If that's false, try another condition, and we can keep continue until whatever level we want. And then we can provide an else part, to exit part, or whatever happens, we don't care, we just want to set this if none of the above conditions are true, and then we merge back. And there could be another requirement where we want to check if this condition is true, come back, check another. So we want here all condition to be checked. So it could be possible that all these conditions are true as we seen in this program, and if we put else between two if condition, that means if the top condition is true, then the else condition won't execute. I hope you like this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and share with your friends, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed so far. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.